Hey guys, welcome to the 15th episode of this story, in which Naruto discovered his heritage before he entered the academy. How would he turn out? Listen and find out as Naruto strives to accomplish his goals of becoming Hokage and reviving the Namikaze clan. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Now, let's get started. Gaara. Naruto said as he was shocked to see the Sand Jinchuriki here along with Rose. What are you doing here? Naruto asked. I was sent by your Godame to help you out in your mission to retrieve your Nakama, Gaara said. Yep, so don't worry about a thing. We're here to help. Rose said enthusiastically. I see. By the way, Gaara, who is that? Naruto asked as he pointed to Rose. This is Rose, my girlfriend. Rose, this is my friend, Naruto. Gaara said as he introduced Naruto to Rose and Rose to Naruto. Nice to meet you in person, Naruto-san. Gaara has told me so much about you. Rose said with a smile. Nice to meet you too, Rose. Wait a minute, did you just say she was your girlfriend? Naruto asked. Yes, she is. Is there something wrong? Gaara asked. Nothing, it's just that you moved so fast. Anyway, I don't have much time to chat, I gotta get Sasuke, so I'm leaving this to you, got it? Naruto said. Before you leave, tell me about his abilities? Gaara asked. Simply put, he has an extremely strong skeletal structure thanks to his Kekkei Genkai and can also use his bones for means of offensive and defensive capabilities, Naruto explained. I see. You can leave, I'll take care of it. Gaara said. Who said you could leave? Kimimaro said as he saw Naruto move and he was about to attack when Tsuna Yaiba, Sand Blade. Gaara said and then unleashed a wave of sand that cut through the ground and forced Kimimaro to dodge it and thus allowing Naruto time to leave. It seems I'll have to kill the two of you instead. Kimimaro said, this guy uses sand and that girl probably has abilities of her own as well. Kimimaro thought as he looked at his two opponents. If you don't mind, I want to finish this quickly. Gaara said and entered his half-tailed state, and then went through a series of seals, and as he did, sand began to rise into a huge wave, Ryusa Bakuryu, Desert Avalanche. Gaara said and then the huge wave of sand headed toward Kimimaro. He tried to avoid it but could not and was grabbed by the sand and engulfed by it. The sand was so immense that it flooded nearly the entire landscape. Sabaku Taiso, Desert Requiem. Gaara said and then stomped his foot on the sand and it unleashed a massive wave of pressure throughout the sand. Did you get him, Gaara-kun? Rose asked. No, he's extremely persistent. It looks like you'll have to come in and help me out. Gaara said to his girlfriend with a grin. Okay. Rose said with a thumbs-up flashback, you can become his spear and shield. With your near-indestructible body and powerful Kekkei Genkai, you can be his spear and shield and no one else can and you might be able to do it for all eternity. Now that is a greater way to serve his purpose, right Kimimaro? Kabuto asked with a smile. End flashback. Yes, I still have my purpose for Orochimaru-sama's dream. Kimimaro said as he then further activated his curse seal and slowly got out of the sand. If I hadn't created these masks under my skin, I would have been dead. But, I won't get caught by your sand again. Kimimaro said. I wouldn't speak so fast if I were you, Gaara said. And why not? While your sand does have impressive pressure, it's slow and I can dodge it easily. Kimimaro replied with a smirk. Let me tell you two things. First, I control everything that is sand, and second of all, did you forget that I came with a girl? Gaara asked. A girl? Wait a minute, where is she? Kimimaro thought as he did not see Rose anywhere. Suddenly, he was punched by the sand and sent flying about 5 meters. What was that? Kimimaro thought, only to get punched again and again by the sand from all directions. His sand got faster, but how? Kimimaro thought. You still haven't figured it out, huh? Well then, look at my hands. Gaara said. Kimimaro did so and saw that Gaara was not moving his hands at all. Wait a minute, wasn't he moving his hand to control the sand like before? Masaka, no way, don't tell me that it's the girl. Kimimaro thought as he figured it out, it's that girl's special ability, isn't it? Kimimaro asked. So you've finally figured it out, huh? Yes, it's that girl's special ninjutsu called Yoroi Ninjutsu, armor ninja technique. Gaara said. Yoroi Ninjutsu? Kimimaro asked. It allows her to create an armor of the 5 elements and their subtypes and gain their attributes like the sand for example, Gaara explained. Che, what troublesome ninjutsu. However, it is not one I cannot overcome. Kimimaro said, that girl is fast but I'm still faster. All I have to do is get to Gaara before she can hit me. Kimimaro thought and then began to run towards Gaara. It's useless. Rose doesn't use her eyes to find you, she simply senses the sound you make on the sand, the vibrations your feet unleash every time they step on the sand. Gaara said. Not bad, but I'm still faster than her, and even if she can catch up to me, I can still avoid her attacks, Kimimaro said as he was avoiding her attacks and at the same time shooting finger bullets at Gaara, whose sand blocked it. He has the excellent body control to dodge Rose's attacks and keep on the offensive at the same time. However, Gaara thought, it seems you've forgotten one thing. Gaara said. And what is that? Kimimaro asked. I said before that I control the sand and everything in the sand, which means, I can control Rose as well. Gaara said, and before Kimimaro could respond, he was grabbed by a giant version of Rose who then slammed him into the sand. Let's do it, Rose. Sabaku Zansatsu, Desert Massacre. Gaara and Rose yelled as Rose then started to beat up on Kimimaro with a volley of punches, caving him deeper into the sand. This is the end. Sabaku Asaiki, Desert Crusher. Gaara and Rose yelled as Rose then grabbed Kimimaro by her right hand, then plunged him deep into the sand, and then crushed him. This should be the end, Gaara said. Don't talk so fast, Gaki, Kimimaro said from underneath the sand. No way. He should be crushed. Rose yelled. Kimimaro then freed himself from her hand as he resurfaced in his level 2 form. Naruto was not kidding about his body. He truly possesses a powerful skeletal structure. Gaara thought. For the sake of Orochimaru-sama, I cannot lose. Kimimaro said, and then was right in front of Gaara before either one of them could register. He's gotten even faster than before. I didn't even have time to register his vibrations. Rose thought. Kimimaro then smacked Gaara away with his tail. However, Gaara had no scratches thanks to his sand armor. I see, you were wearing sand from the beginning. Kimimaro said and then tried to move only to find his foot planted down by sand. What is this? Kimimaro asked. I simply compressed the minerals on the ground and used my sand to travel underneath to trap you there. Suna Shigure, Sand Rain. Gaara said as he created a rain of sand that engulfed Kimimaro. Kyudai Sabaku Q, Extreme Desert Coffin. Gaara said and then clapped both hands to crush Kimimaro. Tesenka no Mai, Dance of the Clematis. Kimimaro said as he was able to get out of the desert coffin and then pulled out his spinal cord. He ripped out his spinal cord? Rose thought in awe. Kimimaro then wrapped his spinal cord around Gaara, who protected himself with his tail wrapped around him. Kimimaro smirked and then began to grow a large bone on his left hand. This is the thickest bone in my body, and it will easily pierce through you and that pathetic armor of sand, Kimimaro said. Saiku Zetai Bugyo, Shikaku no Tate, Supreme Absolute Defense, Shield of Shikaku. Gaara said, and then a miniature statue of Shikaku formed from the sand and stood in front of him. We were lucky to find some information on Kimimaro's clan, or else he would have been dead by the illness, Kabuto said. Ah yes, the Kagaya clan. A foolish clan that tried to overpower a military power like the Mist and ended up being killed. But then again, it was the only for them to find their inner peace. Orochimaru said. And ironically, you happened to save the youngest and most talented of their clan, Kabuto added. Of course I did. It would be a waste to let him die considering his impressive Kekai Genkai. Blessed with an impenetrable skeletal frame that can resist any type of physical attack. If they were ever to go on the offensive, their bones could instantly turn into the sharpest point of a spear. Orochimaru said. So this must be Gaara-kun's strongest defensive technique, but will it be enough? Rose thought. Kimimaro then shot his bone forward and started to pierce into the shield, but the bone eventually broke into pieces. That sand defense of yours, it's quite solid, Kimimaro said. I collected the strongest minerals from underground and then pressurized them into dense sand around me using my chakra. Now, before I finish you off for good, tell me, why do you follow someone like Orochimaru? Gaara asked. I follow Orochimaru-sama for one reason only. Because he has given me a reason to exist. My clan was a clan that only lived to fight and die on the battlefield. We had no real purpose in this world and, they even shunned me away and only used me as a tool of combat. But Orochimaru-sama, he gave me a purpose. Kimimaro said. And what is that purpose? Gaara asked. To become his spear and shield. He made me realize that I was not just a worthless tool but a person of value. That is what Orochimaru-sama made me realize, and for his sake, I shall destroy any obstacle that stands in his way. He gave you purpose, huh? You're a fool if you can't realize that he's using you. No one can create a purpose for a person, only that said person can create a purpose for themselves and their existence. Gaara said, and suddenly, Kimimaro found himself being sunk into the sand. You will sink 200 meters below ground. Maybe there, you will see what I am talking about if you haven't died by then. Gaara said, and Kimimaro struggled to move but was unable and sunk away. Is it over? Rose asked as he returned to her normal form and landed beside Gaara. I don't know, Gaara said. Maisawarabi no Mai, Dance of the Ferns. Kimimaro yelled, and then hundreds of bone spikes erupted from the ground, covering the entire landscape. Luckily, Gaara and Rose were able to escape as Gaara created a sand rock to help them float above the ground. Lucky for us, you were able to create those in time, Gaara-kun, Rose said as she was behind Gaara. Yeah, Gaara said. What do you know, huh? You don't know anything about Orochimaru-sama. Kimimaro yelled as he appeared in one of the bones with his flower bone activated, and he then stabs Gaara. I know a lot more than you think, and you're the fool, Gaara said. Kimimaro looked up and saw Gaara standing on a floating rock with Rose 10 meters above Kimimaro. What's going on? Kimimaro asked. What you just struck was a bushing, but not any type of bush, an exploding one. I guess you won't have time to reflect on your foolishness after all. Gaara said. Orochimaru-sama. Kimimaro yelled as the bush exploded, blowing him up as well. The only remains of Kimimaro were blood and his head on the floor. That was close, Gaara-kun. Rose said as they sat near a tree, exhausted. If I didn't think ahead and created my Suna Bakuretsu trap, we would have been dead. Gaara said as he was breathing heavily, by the way Rose, thanks for your help. I couldn't have done this without you. Gaara said, congratulating the girl with a smile, causing her to blush. No problem. By the way Gaara, Rose began to say, what is it? Gaara asked. I wonder that if this was another timeline or different version of this world, would you and Naruto have been born as brothers? Rose asked. Why do you say that for, Rose? Gaara asked. It's just that you guys have much in common, like being Jinchuriki, and the way you guys interacted just now, it looked you guys could have been brothers in different circumstances. I hope you don't find what I'm saying stupid, Gaara-kun. Rose quickly as she found herself embarrassed. It's not stupid at all, Rose, and I do agree with you that after my defeat at his hands, I have come to look at Naruto as an older brother of some sort. However, he also has a brother as well. Gaara said. And who is that? Rose asked. Uchiha Sasuke, and it is that person that Naruto must save from the darkness before it's too late, Gaara said cryptically. No way, did Kimimaro lose? Kabuto asked as he saw the wax fall off the candle. I don't care about Kimimaro anymore, all I want is Sasuke-kun, Orochimaru said. Sasuke! Naruto yelled as he saw his friend on top of one of the statues. Look who it is. Naruto, I'm so glad to see you. Sasuke said with a grin. What do you think you're doing, Sasuke? Naruto asked. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm leaving you guys to go to Orochimaru for power. Sasuke replied. Are you serious? Why do you want to go to that snake bastard for power? Don't you even realize he just wants your body? Naruto asked. Yeah, and? Sasuke asked. Don't you even care about anyone else, especially Hinata? Everyone wants you back, especially her. Naruto said. Hinata? Oh, you mean that girl that my other self liked, right? Sasuke asked. Other self? Don't tell me you also have a split personality. Come on, what is this, a manga or something? Do everyone and their grandmother have split personalities? Naruto asked, rolling his eyes. Not exactly. You see, I'm the essence of Sasuke's darkness, the avenger he buried away and replaced with foolish feelings of friendship and bonds. Thanks to Orochimaru's new curse seal, I was able to create a body for myself and replace the Sasuke you know in his mind while I take over. Sasuke explained. Wait, Avenger? Naruto asked. Yes. Before he met that fool named Kyo, all that was on Sasuke's mind was revenge for what his brother did to his clan. Sasuke answered. Wait, are you talking about the Uchiha clan massacre? Naruto asked. I see you heard about it as well. Yes, our older brother killed everyone except for us and told us to live our life in hatred. But then Kyo came in and convinced Sasuke to give up on his revenge, and then you pieces of shit befriended him and made him forget more and more about his revenge until he stopped thinking about it altogether and thus buried me away. But now, nothing is going to bury me. Nothing. Sasuke roared. So all I got to do is beat the shit out of you until Sasuke can reclaim his mind, huh? Naruto asked with a smirk. Pretty much. Before we get started though, let me talk with him. Yami Sasuke said. Sasuke's mind. Yami Sasuke reappears in the dojo where Sasuke was seen on the ground, struggling to get free from the chains binding him. I see you haven't given up yet. How foolish. Yami Sasuke said. Just wait. Soon as I'm outta here, I'll rip you to pieces. Sasuke growled. How interesting. Anyway, I want to show you something. Yami Sasuke said as he then created a mirror that floated near him. In that mirror, there was an image of the outside world and Sasuke could see Naruto. He is your best friend after all, right Sasuke? Which means if I kill him then we'll be able to get the Manjikyu Sharingan. Yami Sasuke said with a dark smile on his face. No. I won't let you do this. Sasuke yelled. And also, if I learn how to activate that dragon seal Kyo had put on you, then along with the snake's power and the Manjikyu Sharingan, I will be able to kill Itachi and become stronger than ever before. Yami Sasuke said. Damn, I forgot about the dragon seal. Sasuke thought. But it looks like you haven't learned how to activate either, which is good for me. So now Sasuke, stand back and watch the show as I'm about to do what should have been done a long time ago. Yami Sasuke said and then vanished. No. Come back here. Sasuke yelled, damn it, what's the point of being given power if I can't activate it? Kyo told me that it would activate when I need it the most, so why hasn't activated itself yet? Sasuke thought. Outside Sasuke's mind, well then Naruto, shall we get started? Yami Sasuke said. Naruto nodded and Sasuke then both teleported onto the water, using their chakra to stand on the water. You know Naruto, I've always wondered which one of us is the strongest. I think today is a good day to find out, but before we do, I want to say something dear to me. Yami Sasuke said. And what's that? Naruto asked. You've become my best friend. Sasuke said and then quickly went through a series of seals to activate the Chidori. Yeah right, you're not even the real Sasuke anyway. Naruto yelled as he then performed a Kage Bushin and quickly formed his Rasengan. And this is why I must kill you. Chidori. Yami Sasuke yelled as he dashed toward Naruto with his attack. Rasengan. Naruto yelled as he dashed toward Sasuke. Both attacks met and led to a stalemate that produced a shockwave, knocking both boys back. It seems like we're equal, Naruto. Yami Sasuke said with a smirk as he then activated his curse seal. Should I go all out against him? If I do, I might risk gravely injuring Sasuke's body or even killing him. Naruto thought. Sasuke then ran toward Naruto and began engaging him in taijutsu, throwing punches and kicks and forcing Naruto on the defensive. Naruto tried to punch Sasuke with a right hook, but Sasuke ducked and countered with a hard right straight to the gut, knocking Naruto back about by 10 meters. It's over, Naruto. I'll break your neck with my dragon cutter. Sasuke yelled as he jumped up and dived at Naruto, who was lying on the water, with his kick, but as soon as the kick connected, Naruto poofed away twice. Damn, he must have created a shadow clone and then used it to replace himself with it to avoid my dragon cutter. Sasuke thought. Futon, Shippuden, Wind Release, Hurricane Fist. Naruto yelled as he unleashed a small hurricane from his fist while in midair. Sasuke dodged it and then went through several hand seals, Katan, Gokyaku no Jutsu, Fire Release, Grand Fireball Technique. Sasuke yelled as unleashed his massive fireball at Naruto, but then Naruto quickly created a shadow clone while in midair. The clone then kicked Naruto out of the way and took the blast for him. Naruto then gracefully landed on the water on both feet. He must have predicted that I would be able to dodge it and thus had that technique to avoid my counterattack. Damn him! Sasuke thought as he turned to face his adversary. While Sasuke is quite good at ninjutsu, he is more proficient at taijutsu and thus is a close-range fighter at his best, which means his max range is about 2 meters. On the other hand, I'm a ninjutsu type and a mid-range fighter at best, which means my range is about 8 meters max. So thus, all I have to do is keep the range distance between me and Sasuke and hit him hard with everything I've got. Naruto thought. Mid-range and long-range combat are not bad, but close range is where I need to be to effectively kill him with the Chidori. Wait a minute, I know exactly how to beat him. Sasuke thought as he then smirked and activated his Sharingan. It's been fun, Naruto, but this time, you're going down for good. Housenka no Jutsu. Sasuke yelled as he unleashed his volley of fireballs. Naruto dodged them only to get hit in the face by Sasuke's left punch, but then Naruto poofed away. Sasuke grinned and reappeared above the real Naruto, who was in mid-air, and then smacked him back to the water with a left kick to the face. What in the world? How did he even know that I had substituted with a KB? I didn't even do any seals. Naruto thought as he got back up. He then went through a series of seals and was about to activate his Tenkazura technique when Sasuke suddenly appeared and swept him off his feet and followed with a right hook to the face as Naruto was falling, knocking the boy back about 5 meters. It's as if he knew what I was going to do right before I did, but why? Naruto thought as he got back up. As soon as he activated his Sharingan, he was able to do all this, but why? Wait, is it possible his Sharingan can allow him to predict my next move? It would make sense considering that he is a close-range fighter and his max range is 2 meters, thus he is using his Sharingan to predict my next moves, and by doing so, he can make range advantage negligible. What to do? If I get even close to 2 meters, he'll cream me for sure. Naruto thought as he tried to come up with a solution. It's as I predicted, my Sharingan was able to improve my perception to the point where I could project his next move and thus act accordingly and thus make his range useless. With my Sharingan and my curse seal, Naruto's death is inevitable and I'll finally get what I need to kill him, Sasuke thought. Sasuke's mind, damn it. Why can't I get out? And why can't I activate this stupid seal? Sasuke yelled out of his lungs as he was watching his best friend lose the fight. It's because you have not shown me your resolve, kid. A voice said. Who said that? Sasuke asked. I did. The voice said, and then the spirit of a large blue-scaled dragon with gold eyes appeared in front of Sasuke. Che, so you're the kid he sealed me in. I'm not impressed. The dragon said. You're the dragon from that seal, right? Then activate so I can get out of here already. Sasuke said. Who the hell do you think you are ordering me, Shiryu? Shiryu roared. I don't have time for this. If I don't get out of here then my best friend is going to die and I'll be trapped here forever. Sasuke said, ignoring the dragon's outburst. And like I said, kid, I'm not activating the seal until you show me some resolve, kid, Shiryu replied. What resolve? Isn't me wanting to save my friend enough resolve for you? Sasuke asked. If it was for any other situation then yes, but for the magnitude of this situation, not even close, Shiryu replied, confusing Sasuke. What the hell are you talking about? Sasuke asked. Che, you don't get it, Sasuke. Everything that has happened, everything that has led to this, is your fault, Sasuke. Shiryu replied. What did you just say? Sasuke asked as he could not believe what the dragon had said. I'll say it again, boy. Everything is your fault. Shiryu said. What the hell are you talking about? How is everything my fault? Sasuke roared, demanding an answer from the dragon. Think about it, Sasuke. Your family died because you were too weak, you fell into Orochimaru's trap because you were weak, and you allowed the darkness hidden deep within your heart to resurface and take over you because you were too weak. Not only that, but because of you, several of your nakama was gravely injured in their fight to try and bring you back, and now, your best friend is about to die. All because of you, and there's no one else to blame other than you, Uchiha Sasuke. Shiryu said, and as he said that, Yami Sasuke had Naruto by the throat with his right hand and had a Chidori in his left hand. No, Naruto, Sasuke said. Then, memories of everything that happened in Konoha, from his days at the academy and meeting his friends, to meeting and falling in love with Hinata, to beating Neji in the finals, to meeting Kyo, all of these memories came rushing back, and then broke like glass. You said you wanted a resolution, right, Shiryu? Well, here's my resolve. Sasuke yelled as he stood back up despite being bound by the chains, and then walked up to Shiryu and glared, I will never be weak again. I will never lose again. I will protect my nakama even if it kills me. And not you, and even Kami will stop me. Sasuke roared. Now that's a resolution. Alright, kid, I'll activate the seal, just make sure to clean up the mess. Shiryu said and then disappeared. It's been fun, Naruto, but this is the end. Die. Yami Sasuke said with a smirk as he was about to deliver the finishing blow when he suddenly felt a huge pain in his head, causing him to clutch and thus let go of Naruto, who fell on his feet. What is going on? This pain. Yami Sasuke yelled as he was in horrible pain and then fell to his knees. He then unleashed a monstrous yell as he then fell onto the water, unconscious. Sasuke? Naruto asked. The real Sasuke must have broken free, causing a distortion in the mind and thus affecting that guy. Right now, they're probably locked in a battle to the death in his mind. Kyuubi told his container. I see. Naruto told the beast. You fool. I was about to finally get that power. Yami Sasuke yelled at Sasuke. I don't care, you were not going to kill my best friend, Sasuke said. I can still kill him, all I have to do is get rid of you forever. Yami Sasuke smirked. I don't think that's possible now, thanks to this anyway, Sasuke smirked back as the tattoo of a black dragon appeared from his legs to his face. Impossible. You activated it. Yami Sasuke exclaimed in shock. Of course I did, Baka. How did you think I was able to free myself from those chains? Sasuke said. Don't get so cocky, Sasuke. I still have level 2. Yami Sasuke said as he then activated the second level of his curse seal. His hair got longer and darker, his skin got darker, there was a mark on his nose, and he also gained weird demonic-like wings. And now, I'll use this power to destroy you so I can have everything I want. Chidori. Yami Sasuke roared as he then performed a Chidori with his left hand, but this Chidori was black instead of the usual blue. Yami Sasuke then dashed toward Sasuke and thrust his attack forward, but to his shock, Sasuke grabbed Yami Sasuke's left arm and suddenly, Yami Sasuke found himself unable to get free. What's going on? I can't move. Is that seal that strong? Yami Sasuke thought as he could not budge. Sasuke grinned darkly and then ripped out Yami Sasuke's left arm, causing the latter to yell in agonizing pain. What have you done? Yami Sasuke roared as he was in pain. Now, it's time for me to clean up the mess I created. I'll erase you right here and now. Chidori. Sasuke said as he then generated his Chidori with one hand. It seems my lightning affinity has gotten much stronger with the seal. Not just that, but the shape of the Chidori changed as well. Sasuke noticed as the Chidori came in the form of a lightning dragon. Wait, Sasuke, don't do this. Don't you understand what will happen if you kill me? Yami Sasuke said as he was desperately trying to buy some time. You hurt Hina-chan and then tried to kill my best friend. If you had done anything else, I might have had mercy on you, but the fact that you did those is something that I can never forgive. Now get out of my head. Chidori Ryoha, Thousand Birds Dragon Wave. Sasuke roared as he unleashed his Chidori, which turned into a dragon-headed wave of chakra that then headed toward Yami Sasuke, who tried to run away but was struck by the blast. You will never get rid of me. Yami Sasuke said before being obliterated. I already did, Sasuke said. Nice job, dipshit, Sairyu said as he reappeared. Thanks for helping me out, Sairyu, Sasuke said, thanking the dragon. No problem, but hear me out. I'm no one's pet, understand? And I also will not tolerate a weak vessel, so thus, if you become weak, I will kill you. If you hesitate to kill your enemy in combat, I will kill you. If your friend dies because of your weaknesses, I will kill you. Do I make myself clear, dipshit? Sairyu asked with a dark grin, showing off its fangs. Loud and clear, dragonfuck, Sasuke replied with a smirk. You got balls, kid, better not drop them for a second, Sairyu said, chuckling before disappearing. Finally, I don't hear those dark voices in my head anymore. I'm finally free. Sasuke thought as he closed his eyes. Back in the outside world, Naruto was getting his wounds healed by Kyuubi when Sasuke suddenly woke up. Sasuke? Naruto asked, still not sure which one it was. Man, it feels good to be back in my body again. Yo Naruto, hope the other me didn't hurt you too badly. Sasuke said as he got back up. Oh no, he didn't hurt too bad except for the part where he nearly broke my neck and nearly stabbed me in the heart, Naruto replied. Okay, I get it, my bad. Anyway, you don't have to worry about him anymore, he's gone for good. Sasuke said as he was referring to his dark side. That's good. Come on, let's head back to Konoha. Hopefully, we'll be able to meet up with the others. Naruto said. Namikaze-san, Uchiha-san, are you two all right? One of the several medic nins on the scene asked. Yeah, I'm a little bruised up, but I should be all right. What about the others? Naruto asked. The first and second medic teams that have been dispatched by the Godame's orders have already retrieved the other injured genins and have been taken for urgent medical treatment. Nara Shikamaru has a minor wound and Inuzuka Kiba has a deep wound but should be fine. However, Akimichi Choji and Hyuga Niji are in critical condition as we speak. Their lives are hanging by a thread. The medic Nin reported. I see, Naruto said somberly. He then looked at Sasuke, who had his head down and was clenching his fists. I'll make sure this never happens again, Sasuke said. I'm surprised you're that lax considering the status of your nakama, Temari said as she and Shikamaru were sitting across from each other in the waiting room in the hospital. They were awaiting the results of Chuji's operation. I'm sure you are, and I should be more somber, but the reason I am not is that I believe that my nakama will survive. Besides, this mission did have a high death rate for us, and if he did die, at least I know he went down fighting. Shikamaru replied. I'm impressed that you're able to keep such composure, lazy ass, Temari said with a smirk. So son, is this your girlfriend? Shikaku asked as he walked in on the two. Dad! Shikamaru yelled as he blushed in embarrassment, and so did Temari. What? Can't a father ask his son a private question? Shikaku asked, chuckling at his son's behavior. Before Shikamaru could retort, Tsunade came out of the operating room in which Chuji was being operated on, and everyone turned their attention to her. I have good news, everyone. Chuji is going to make a full recovery. Tsunade said with a smile. Tsunade-sama. The operation on Hyuga Niji is done and it was a success. Also, a medic has returned along with Namikaze Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke, and both are in fine condition. Shizen said. Upon hearing the news, Shikamaru fell on his knees with his hands on the ground and tears flowing down his face. The mission was a success, thank God, Shikamaru said, crying. I would make fun of you for crying, but I'll let it slide this time. Temari thought. Where is Sasuke? Orochimaru roared as he threw things around his room. I assure you we will try to find him. I'm sent out our best pursuers to locate him, my lord. Kabuto said, cowering under his master's rage. I need him now. Orochimaru roared in rage. Now Orochimaru, is that any way to act as a Sannin? A voice said, catching the attention of both Kabuto and Orochimaru. Who are you? Show yourself. Orochimaru barked. Orochimaru, the legendary Snake Sannin. I have come to give you an offer you can't refuse. The voice as a man stepped out of the shadows. Who is that, Orochimaru-sama? He looks almost like Kyosuke, Kabuto asked. You Uchiha Madara, Orochimaru whispered with fear in his eyes, as it was the man standing in front of him was none other than Uchiha Madara, founder of the Uchiha clan and older brother of Uchiha Kyosuke. In a cave in an unknown location, 13 ghostly figures were congregating. Remember our goals, everyone, we must gather them to complete his plan. One of them said. Heard you the first time already. I don't care as long as I get to kill people. One of them said with a very cocky attitude. I heard Orochimaru tried to get his hands on your little brother, Itachi. The figure that resembled Kisame said. Itachi simply replied. Emotionless as ever, that's Itachi for ya. Another one said. Remember our goals and failure is unacceptable. The first one said. It was a few weeks later after the rescue Sasuke mission. I wonder why Sasuke wanted us to come to the Uchiha District 4, Kiba asked. Maybe he wants to thank us for rescuing him, Chuji said with a grin as he was eating a bag of chips. I don't think so. He already apologized for everything a few days when we're cleared by the hospital. Niji replied. Let's just see what Sasuke does then, Naruto said. By the way, why are you guys still here? Shikamaru asked Temari, her siblings, and Rose, because we want to. Besides, you have to show us around, since we are allies. Temari replied with a smirk. They then arrived at the abandoned Uchiha district where Sasuke was standing there. So Sasuke, what's up with all of this? Why call us all the way here? Naruto asked. Before I answer this, why is he here? Sasuke asked as he pointed to Gaara. We're here too, Temari, Rose, and Kankuro said to get Sasuke's attention. "Who the hell are you three?" Sasuke asked. "We're his sibling/girlfriend. Temari, Kankuro, and Rose yelled at the Uchiha. "Do you have a problem with Garakuen, huh?" Rose yelled at Sasuke. "Just forget it. Anyway, the reason why I called all of you here is that you guys need to hear something," Sasuke said as he dropped the subject. "Hear what?" everyone asked. "About what led to this, what led to the massacre of my clan," Sasuke replied. Sasuke then told his tragic story, about how his brother was the one that murdered his entire clan and how he left him psychologically broken. "Whoa, Sasuke." Naruto began to say but was just speechless. "It looks like I am not the one who has suffered as a child," Gaara said. "To believe my eternal rival has suffered this much." Lee yelled with tears in his eyes. "Since when did I become your eternal rival?" Sasuke asked with a sweat drop behind his head. "You suffered even worse than I ever did. To be betrayed by the one that you admire, no idolized, must be something unimaginable," Neji said. "Gomen ni, Sasuke-kun. If I knew about this earlier, I would have come to you sooner," Hinata said saddened. "It's okay, Hina-chan and everyone. It was thanks to you guys that I was able to not become something worse. Your friendship is what kept me on the right path and for that, I thank you," Sasuke said with a soft smile. "No problem. It's what Nakama are for after all," Sakura said with a thumbs up. "Well, I might as well get something off my chest as well," Naruto said. "What is it, Naruto-kun?" Sakura asked. "Well, it's something you guys are probably going to hate me for, but," Naruto began to say nervously. "What are you talking about, Naruto?" Sasuke asked. "He's the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yuko," Gaara said bluntly, shocking everyone. "Gaara!" Naruto yelled. "That is what you were going to tell them, correct?" "Well, I just made it easier for you to tell them," Gaara said. "But wait a minute, the Kyuubi was said to have been killed by the Yondaime Hokage," Ino exclaimed. "The Yondaime Hokage sealed the Kyuubi into a newborn, into me, and what you said was a lie concocted by the Hokage to keep this generation from hating me as well. Though now, I don't think it matters anymore since you guys are probably going to hate me now," Naruto said with a weak smile only to get slapped hard by Sakura. "Sakura-chan?" Naruto said as he saw his girlfriend's face full of tears. "Bakayuri Arabaka, you know that? Did you think that I would hate you because of that, Naruto-kun? I love you and it wouldn't have mattered even if you were a demon, I would still love you," Sakura said. "Besides, what kind of nakama would we be if we hate you simply because of that? Besides, you're the container of the demon and not the demon, so hating you would be pretty stupid. Besides, no demon would have tried to save 3 missing nins as you did with Zabuza, Haku, and Shinji," Sasuke said. "And no demon would have ever tried to save someone like me," Gaara said. "Besides, the Naruto I know is an S-class smartass who is also willing to do whatever it takes to help his fellow nakama," Shikamaru said with a grin, "and also eats more ramen than even me," Chuji added. "What we're saying is that the Naruto we know could never be a demon and was and is our nakama until the day we die," Kiba said with Akamaru barking in agreement. "Arigato, Mina, thank you, everyone," Naruto said with tears flowing down his eyes. "So it looks like you've finally told them, Naruto," Jiraiya said as he appeared behind Naruto. "What are you doing here, Ero-sennin?" Naruto asked as he wiped his tears. "Damn it, boy. Can't you stop calling me that even in a moment like this?" Jiraiya yelled. "Like hell, I will. Just because I'm having an emotional moment doesn't mean I'll stop being a smartass," Naruto said. "Who is that, Naruto?" Sasuke asked. "That's Jiraiya, one of the 3 legendary Sanins, my teacher, and also a super pervert, hence why I call him Ero-sennin," Naruto said. Did he have to mention the super pervert part? Jiraiya thought. That's so cool. Everyone except Sakura said. Anyway Naruto, I need you to come with me. I have a present for you. Jiraiya said. A present? I hope it's not something perverted. Naruto said, looking at the Sannin distrustfully. You'll see. Now come on. Jiraiya said and started to walk. See you guys later then, Naruto said as he headed off. Suddenly, an ANBU with the mask of a cat, and then a Hyuga male branch member both appeared. Haruno Sakura, Hokage-sama requests your presence in her office immediately. The ANBU said. Nani? Everyone exclaimed. Hyuga Hinata-sama and Uchiha Sasuke-san, Hyuga Hayashi-sama requests your presence in his study immediately. The Hyuga said. Nani? Everyone exclaimed again. Whoa! What the heck is this place? Naruto exclaimed as he started in front of a mansion and on the doors was the insignia of the Namikaze clan. That's your new house, Naruto, Jiraiya said. You're kidding, right? Naruto asked. Of course not, I would never kid around with something like that. Your father left this for you as an inheritance for when you get older and more mature, and since we all feel that you have reached that point, Tsunade decided to give me the key so I could give it to you. Jiraiya explained before handing the key to Naruto. So this is all mine? Naruto asked as he held the key. Yep, all yours, Kakashi said as he appeared on the scene. Kakashi-sensei, Naruto said as he saw the masked shinobi, Yash, let's do this. Naruto said as he gained his resolve and then grinned before walking up to the door and then unlocked it with the key. The trio stepped inside and was floored by the number of rooms available and how many floors there were. You could practically house the entire ninja academy in this mansion. Also on the wall were several pictures of Minato, Kushina, the two of them together, and also several individuals that looked almost like Minato and Naruto, must be some of my relatives. Naruto thought as he observed the pictures. They then entered the kitchen and were amazed by how spacious it was. Not only but the floors were made of rich caramel-colored ceramic tiles that probably cost a fortune for just one set. The appliances in the kitchen looked very high-tech and there were 3 ovens and 4 refrigerators. The trio's next stop was the very spacious living room. The living room had numerous sofas, an expensive fireplace, a singing stage, and an entrance that led to the rich backyard. The backyard had a pool and numerous oriental statues and also a small bridge and a small meditation temple as well. Finally, the last rooms downstairs were the restroom and also a training room. Upstairs, there were numerous rooms for people to stay in, and also 3 other bathrooms including one in the main room which now belongs to Naruto. Finally, they stopped in front of 2 large doors. They stepped in and then their mouth fell to the floor as there were thousands of bookshelves with books all over the place as they realized that they were in the library of scrolls. Oh my god, Naruto said as he was amazed at the sheer size of it all. Yep, your dad sure loved ninjutsu and sealing jutsus as well. But even I must say that this is a bit over the top. Jiraiya said. I never knew Sensei had so many scrolls, Kakashi said. So I guess I can take my stuff and move in, right? Naruto asked. Hold on Naruto, there's one more thing you must do first, Jiraiya said. What is that? Naruto asked. Hayashi-sama, Hyuga Hinata, and Uchiha Sasuke have arrived. The Hyuga branch member said as he appeared in Hayashi's study. Tell them to enter, Hayashi said, and the branch member nodded before opening the door and letting our couple enter the study. It's an honor to meet you, Hayashi-sama, Sasuke said as he bowed. It's an honor to meet you too, Uchiha-sama. My daughter has told me so much about you. Please sit down. Hayashi said as he instructed the couple who nodded and then sat down. Why did you call us Haruto-san? Hinata asked. I'll get right down to the point, Uchiha Sasuke, I want to give you my daughter's hand in marriage, Hayashi said. Nani? The couple yelled. Father. Are you serious? Hinata asked, blushing. Of course I am, Hinata. Sasuke is strong, the last of his clan known for their Kekai Genkai, and on top of that, he's the one that helped you become stronger. Sasuke, did you know Hinata trounced her sister during their latest sparring match and even matched up against Neji? Hayashi asked the Uchiha. Really? You did all that, Hina-chan? Sasuke asked Hinata. Yais. 2 even started to work on my own specialized juken, Sasuke-kun. Hinata replied. That's awesome, Hina-chan. Sasuke exclaimed. And it is because of that I chose you to become her husband. The council wanted to give her someone else, but I convinced them that you were the right fit and that the effects you have on her are the proof we need. Also, it would help unite the Uchiha and Hyuga clans together, forming a powerful alliance. Now, of course, I don't expect you two to get married right away, this is just a formal meeting to finalize everything. Uchiha Sasuke, do you object to any of this? Hayashi asked. Of course not. It would be my honor to marry Hina-chan. Sasuke said, making her blush. And what about you, my dear daughter? Do you mind having Uchiha Sasuke as your husband? Hayashi asked. 2 would be more than happy. For Sasuke-kun to be my husband. Hinata said, blushing. Okay then, since you two consent, I'll simply go and tell the council about this. But before you two leave, I need to tell you something, Sasuke. Hayashi said. What is it, Hyuga-sama? Sasuke asked. If you do anything, and I mean anything, to cause discomfort or misery to my daughter, I will personally kill you. Understood? Hayashi warned Sasuke with his Byakugan activated. Hyuga-sama. Sasuke replied, nodding his head in fear. Okay then, you two may leave, Hayashi said, and the couple nodded and bowed before leaving. Then, the Hyuga branch member from before re-entered the room. Hayashi-sama, do you think it is wise to marry your daughter to an Uchiha? The man asked as he said the name Uchiha with some distaste in his voice. I understand your concern, Koji, and if it was with any other Uchiha then I would have objected, but you see, Sasuke is extremely different from any Uchiha I have ever met. Unlike them, he does not carry an air of utmost arrogance, though he is confident and he respects everyone and is fiercely loyal to his nakama. But also, anyone who can make my daughter smile the way he does is worthy of her hand in marriage. Does that answer your question, Koji? Hayashi asked. Yes, Hayashi-sama, Koji replied. Man, Hina-chan, your dad can be very scary, Sasuke said as he and Hinata were walking around the Hyuga estates. He can be, though it is mostly because he wants to protect me, Hinata replied. Hey Hina-chan, can you check if the tenets in my eyes are not messed up, Sasuke asked. Why do you ask, Sasuke-kun? Hinata asked, surprised at the question. Because I'm seeing your ice cube of a cousin making out with a girl, Sasuke said, causing Hinata to look around at where Sasuke was looking and gasped at what she saw. Her cousin Neji was kissing a beautiful Hyuga girl up against a tree. The girl was dressed in a white oriental dress with golden flowers on it, had long violet hair, wore a forehead protector on her head like Neji did, and had black sandals on. Haruka-chan. Neji-nizan. Hinata exclaimed, causing them to cut the kissing session short. They turned around and saw Sasuke and Hinata walking up to them, causing them to blush. So Neji, I thought your life sucked, Sasuke said with a wicked grin. Urusei Sasuke. Neji replied. Haruka-chan, I never knew you and Neji dated? Hinata asked. We just started a few months ago, after the Chunin exam. I always liked Neji-san and I was so happy when he asked me out. Haruka explained. I'm so happy for you too, Hinata said with a smile. So this is the boy Hinata-sama always talks about, huh? Haruka said as she looked at Sasuke. She does now, huh? Sasuke asked as he grinned at Hinata. Haruka-chan. Hinata exclaimed, blushing as the others laughed. Come in, Tsunade said, and then the cat-masked Anbu with Haruno Sakura entered the room. I have brought Haruno Sakura here at your request, Hokage-sama. The Anbu said. Good job. You can leave us now. Tsunade said, and the Anbu did just that. Why did you want to see me, Tsunade-sama? Sakura asked. I don't know if Jiraiya told you this already, but I had tried to set up a program that would allow squads to have a medic-nin as a member for medical assistance on the battlefield, Tsunade said. Oh yes, Jiraiya-san told me about that, Sakura said as she remembered when the perverted Sannin told her that story. Well, that program was unfortunately rejected because of some constraints, but now that I'm Hokage, I am going to make that program a reality and I want you to become its first success, Tsunade said. Wait a minute. What do you mean, Tsunade-sama? Sakura asked. What I mean is that you will become my apprentice and learn under me and become an official medic-nin. If you prove to be very successful in your squad, then that will be the evidence needed to make my program a reality. Do you accept my proposal, Haruno Sakura? Tsunade asked. Of course I do, Tsunade-sama. It would be my honor. Sakura exclaimed in joy. Tsunade-sama. Jiraiya-sama, Kakashi, and Naruto-kun are waiting for you. Shizen said as she entered the room. Oh yes, I forgot about that. Okay, Sakura, we will start tomorrow ASAP, understood? Tsunade said as she started to head out of the room. Hi, Tsunade-sama. Sakura replied. I'm happy for you, Sakura-chan, and I would be more than happy to help you as well, Shizen said. Arigato, Shizen-chan. Sakura said. Okay, bimbo and pervert, where the heck are we going, and what's going on? Naruto asked. Stop calling us that. The two Sanins yelled. Anyway, we're going to see the council. You see, Naruto, you're the last of your clan, and hence for every clan, there needs to be a leader, and hence why, Tsunade started to explain. You're going to make him what? Hamura asked as he and the rest of the council were in a room, assembled in a circle. You heard me. As of this moment, Namikaze Naruto is now the official leader of the Namikaze clan and will now be a part of the council. Tsunade said as she, Naruto, and Jiraiya were in the room. No way, Naruto said in awe at what he just heard. You can't be serious. We can't possibly make him a part of the council. Besides, his father's clan was never even a part of our village. Hamura replied. You're wrong. Minato had made the Sandaime Hokage sign a document that allowed Minato to recreate the Namikaze clan here in Konoha. Why it does not hold the same power as many of the clans here, it is still a clan, and because Naruto is his legitimate son, that makes Naruto the heir to the clan in case Minato dies, which he did, thus making Naruto a leader of his clan and thus allows him proper seating in the council. Jiraiya countered. Very well. However, to become a member of the council, you will have to, Hamura began to say, but was then interrupted by Naruto. I had enough of this. Naruto said. Naruto. Tsunade exclaimed. Listen and listen well, you old farts. I'm the son of the Yondaime Hokage and also the founder of the Namikaze clan in Konoha. Not only that, but I am also the Jinchuriki of the Kyubi no Yuko, which means I am the only reason why the demon hasn't laid waste to this village. In layman's terms, I'm the only thing keeping you alive right now. Let's review here. I am the son of the Yondaime Hokage. I am the heir to the Namikaze clan. And I'm the Jinchuriki of the Kyubi, the strongest of the tailed beasts. Naruto said. So what? Hamura asked. I have leverage against you. I could easily decide to unleash the demon right here and now, and no one here would have the capability of stopping it. On top of that, with the Namikaze clan back on track, Konoha will grow even stronger in power. But if you don't allow me to become an official clan leader, then I can easily just leave the village and go to another village, and they get the son of the great Namikaze Minato and the Jinchuriki of the Kyubi all in one package. It's your call. Naruto said with a smirk. That Naruto's tied the arms of the council behind their back. Tsunade thought. All right. We, the council, will officially recognize you as clan leader and make you a part of the council. Hamura said grudgingly. See? What's that so hard? Besides, I'm just a kid now, so you guys won't have to worry about me trying to run things here until much later. Now, to get my stuff so I can move into my estates. Naruto said and then vanished by performing his Kaze Shunshin. You're making a big mistake with that boy. He'll be the death of us all. Hamura said. You're wrong. He'll be the savior of us all, like his father. Kakashi replied. And by the way, if any of you try to make his life a living hell, I will personally remove you from your council seat forever, Tsunade said with a glare, getting her message across to the council. Man, I'm going to miss this dump. Oh well, no time to lament. Naruto said as he started to pack all of his belongings when suddenly, there was a knock on the door. Come in. Naruto said. Yo Naruto, what's up? Sasuke asked as he entered the room. He then raised his eyebrow as he saw Naruto packing his belongings. Going somewhere? Sasuke asked. Just moving into my new home. Tsunade gave me a new place to live instead of this dump. Naruto replied. I see. Need any help? Sasuke asked. No. I'm okay though. Naruto replied. Yo Naruto. Jiraiya said as he appeared in Naruto's room. Why are you here, Ero Sennin? Naruto asked. I'm here to let you know that we'll be leaving in about a week, Jiraiya replied. Leaving for what? Naruto asked. For training, of course. Remember, Akatsuki is going to come after you for the Kyuubi and you'll need to be at your best to defend against them, and on top of that, you do remember that you have him to defeat. Jiraiya said, emphasizing the pain. Naruto whispered as he remembered the spiral-eyed orange-haired man flashback. I see. Well, then I'll leave, but know this Naruto, if you can hear me. Grow strong boy, or else I will destroy everyone you hold dear to you, whether from this village or another, and know that I will always be hiding in the dark corners of your mind, like a nightmare. Until next time, and have a nice day. Pain said and then disappeared. End flashback. Wait a minute. Who in the hell is Akatsuki? Sasuke asked. They're an organization made up of 9 S-class missing means that hunt down for valuable objects and also perform terrorist acts. They're right now hunting down Jinchuriki, and Naruto is their top priority. On top of that, Uchiha Itachi is a part of that organization. Jiraiya said. So my brother is going to come after Naruto? Sasuke asked while shaking in anger. Precisely, Jiraiya answered. I won't let you kill my best friend, Itachi. I swear it. Sasuke thought, well, if I'm leaving so soon, I might as well throw a slumber party. Sasuke, go and tell the others about my party, but not about me leaving. I'll tell them when they get here. Here's the address of my new home, make sure they get it as well, okay? Naruto asked as he handed Sasuke a slip of paper with the address on it. No problem, Sasuke said and then headed off. I'm going to miss this place for a while, Naruto said. I know you will, but to protect it and also your precious friends, you need greater strength than you have right now. You have a great destiny ahead of you and we need to get you ready for it. Jiraiya said. I know, Naruto said. Oh my god. Everyone yelled as they were assembled in front of the Namikaze estates. Welcome everyone to the Namikaze estates and also, my new home. Naruto said with a grin. Are you seriously telling us this is your home? Ino exclaimed. Well, it is Namikaze estates and I am a Namikaze, so yeah, it is my new home, and it also was the home of the Yondaime Hokage, Namikaze Minato, and my father, Naruto replied. You're the son of the Yondaime. Everyone except Sakura exclaimed. Yep, Naruto said with a grin. This is way too incredible to take, Ino said. But Naruto, why have a slumber party at your house? Is something going on? Shikamaru asked. Yes, there is Shikamaru. In about a week from today, I'm leaving the village for a 2-5-year training trip. Naruto said. Nani? Everyone exclaimed. But why? Sakura asked. Because I need to get stronger to defend myself and you guys. A dangerous organization is after my life and will also try to come after you guys to get to me, and I'm not going to let that happen, hence why I'll be going on a training trip with Jiraiya. Naruto explained. Anyway, I can talk about this later, but what I want to do right now is enjoy the last few days of my stay here, and I want to enjoy it with you guys, so come on in. Naruto said as he then opened the doors to his estates. There are 20 bedrooms, so choose a room and make yourself comfortable, Naruto said. Wait a minute, you have a singing stage in your living room? Rose asked. Yep, and in fact, why don't we have a singing contest? Naruto asked with a smirk. Everyone nodded and immediately went to their rooms to put their things in when suddenly, there was a huge scream. That sounded like Sakura-chan. Naruto said as he then used Shunshin to go up the stairs and to the location of Sakura only to see the girl in front of the library. I should have known. Naruto said with a sigh. This is the most beautiful library in the history of libraries. Can I sleep here, Naruto-kun? Sakura asked with puppy eyes. Not, Naruto replied. But why not? I'll be a good girl for you if you let me sleep here. Sakura said as she then tried to seduce her boyfriend by touching his ear. First of all, seduction isn't going to work, and second of all, I am not going to let you sleep in there because you'll never go to sleep. Naruto replied. You're such a big meanie, Naruto-kun. Sakura pouted. I'll let you stay here all day tomorrow, alright? But right now, I want to have fun with all of my precious people, okay? Naruto said with a smile. Okay, Sakura replied with a nod. Naruto and Sakura went downstairs to meet up with everyone who was already looking around the house, including Chuji, who was drooling over the kitchen. Then suddenly, a cloud of smoke appeared at the door, and when the smoke cleared, all of the senseis and also Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Shizune appeared. You don't mind if we have some fun at your party as well? Kakashi asked. Of course not, Naruto said with a grin. Okay, everyone. We're going to have a singing contest. The rules are simple. You sing your song and then 3 judges will judge your song, and in the end, the one with the highest score out of 30 will be declared the best singer out of everyone here. Ino said as she explained the rules. I'll be a judge, Tsunade said. Me too, Asuma said. Me 3, Kurenai said. All right, we go, our judges. Now, who's up first? Ino asked. How about we do it as teams? We'll start with Team 7 and then move on until we reach Team Sand. Kakashi proposed. That is a great idea. As always, you continue to astound with your revolutionary thoughts, Kakashi. Guy said with a nice guy pose. I swore I heard someone talk, Kakashi replied, making Guy depressed. All right then, we'll start with Team 7 and we'll start alphabetically, so Haruno Sakura is up first. Ino said. 2M? Sakura asked. Come on, Sakura-chan, you can do it. Naruto said with a grin. Sakura nodded and walked up to the stage. She then breathed out and then sang, taking over by evanescent. Sakura ended her song and everyone cheered as they liked the song. I give it an 8.5, Tsunade said. I give it 9, Asuma said. I give it an 8.5 as well, Kurenai said. The total score is 26. Great job, Sakura. Next up is Hatake Kakashi. Ino said. This should be interesting, Naruto said to Sasuke, who nodded in agreement. Kakashi then sang Pain by 3 Days Grace. The song was sung beautifully and received a 28 as a score. Hey guys, can I ask a favor? Naruto asked. What is it? Tsunade asked. Can I go last? Naruto asked. If you want to, okay, Tsunade replied. Thanks, Naruto said. Uchiha Sasuke then went up to the stage and sang, Not Listening, by Papa Roach, and everyone rocked to the song as Sasuke pulled off his best rockstar impersonation. However, he got a 24. Team 8 was up next and both Shino and Kiba performed well, especially Shino who sang, Numb, by Linkin Park. Everyone was so surprised because Shino barely talked and yet sang the song so well and got a 29. Kiba sang, What an Animal Have I Become, and got a 24 like Sasuke. However, it was Hinata that floored everyone by singing, Innocence, by Avril Lavigne. The song was sung so beautifully that it even made Tsunade and Kurenai cry and even made some of the males in the audience teary-eyed. She automatically got a 30. Team 10 was up next and Chuji sang, Unknown Soldier, by Breaking Benjamin and received a 22 for it. Shikamaru surprised people by singing, Dare You to Move, by Switchfoot, which was ironic considering the title of the song and Shikamaru's attitude, but he got a 25. Ino then sang, Ever Dream, by Nightwish and got a 27. 5. Asuma was judging and thus could not sing. Next up was Team Guy and Niji started by singing, Breaking the Habit, by Linkin Park and got a well-deserved 28. 5. Tenten sang, She's a Rebel, by Green Day and got a 24. 5. Lee then sang, Faint, by Linkin Park and got a 21. Guy then tried to sing an original song called, The Power of Youth, but it was so horrible that they had to make him stop midway and gave him a 5 for at least trying to sing. The last team, the Sand team, was up and it started with Rose who sang, Umbrella, by Rihanna and got a 28. Temari was up next and sang, Going Under, by Evanescence and also got a 28. Kankuro sang, Tears Don't Move, by Bullet for My Valentine and got a 23. The last one was none other than Sabaku no Gaara. Come on Gaara, go up and sing, Sasuke said. But, Gaara started to say. Don't worry Gaara-kun, you'll do fine, Rose said. Yeah little bro, just go out there and kick some ass, Kankuro said. If you don't, I'll take him away from you, Temari said with a glare. She was referring to Gaara's teddy bear that he still had. Okay. I'll go already, just don't hurt him, Gaara said as he quickly got up the stage. Gaara then coughed a little to calm his nerves, closed his eyes, and was about to sing when, Naruto, do you happen to have a guitar? Gaara asked. Let me check, Naruto said and then looked around the house and then came back with an electric guitar. Never knew my dad liked to play the guitar but oh well. Here you go Gaara, Naruto said and handed the guitar to Gaara. Thank you, Gaara said as he took the guitar and then started to sing. Crowded streets are cleared away one by one, hollow heroes separate as they run, you're so cold, keep your hand in mine, wise men wonder while strong men die. Chorus. Show me how it ends, it's alright, show me how defenseless you are, satisfied and empty inside, well that's alright, let's give this another try, is that Gaara? Temari asked. I never knew he could sing and play the guitar like that, Kankuro said. If you find your family don't you cry in this land of make-believe, dead and dry, you're so cold but you feel alive, lay your hand on me one last time, chorus, guitar bridge, chorus, it's alright, repeat X9. Gaara finished and everyone in the room was just speechless. Is there something wrong? Gaara asked. This was just amazing, Naruto exclaimed and everyone cheered in agreement. We the judges decide to give you a 30, Tsunade said. Who knew my baby brother could sing that good? Temari said as she ruffled her younger brother's hair. I knew my Gaara-kun could do it, Rose said. Last up is Namikaze Naruto, Ino said. Okay, looks like I'll have to give it all I got because there's no way I'm losing, Naruto said with a smirk as he picked up the guitar and started to sing. If I had to I would put myself right beside you, so let me ask, would you like that? Would you like that? And I don't mind if you say this love is the last time, so now I'll ask, do you like that? Do you like that? No. Something's getting in the way, something's just about to break. I will try to find my place in the diary of Jane, so tell me how it should be. Try to find out what makes you tick as I lie down sore and sick. Do you like that? Do you like that? There's a fine line between love and hate, and I don't mind, just let me say that I like that. I like that. Something's getting in the way, something's just about to break. I will try to find my place in the diary of Jane as I burn another page. As I look the other way, I still try to find my place in the diary of Jane, so tell me how it should be. Desperate, I will crawl, waiting for so long. No love, there's no love, die for anyone. What have I become? Something's getting in the way, something's just about to break. I will try to find my place in the diary of Jane as I burn another page. As I look the other way, I still try to find my place in the diary of Jane. Diary of Jane by Breaking Benjamin. So, how did you guys like that? Naruto asked with a smirk, and everyone cheered. People, we have a three-way tie between Hinata, Gaara, and Naruto. Thus, we will put their name in a box and handpick our third, second, and first place winners. Kurenai said. They then wrote the names down on slips of paper and put them in a red box and shook it up. Kurenai then reached down and took out a paper slip. In third place is Namake's Naruto. Kurenai said, in second place is Sabaka no Gaara, which means our winner of this contest is none other than Hyuga Hinata. Kurenai said, and everyone cheered, causing Hinata to blush. My baby is the best. Eat that, bitches. Sasuke hollered. Don't need to shout it to the world, Sasuke, Shikamaru said. The rest of the night went well, even though nearly everyone had to keep Lee away from the alcohol, but the night went pretty uneventful. Sasuke then went outside into the backyard with his drink in his hand. So Sasuke, did you finally tell them? Kyo said as he appeared. Yeah, I did. Where the heck have you been? Sasuke asked. Around, and it seems Naruto finally got his inheritance. About damn time. Kyo replied. Kyo. I found out from Jiraiya that my scum of brother is in an organization called Akatsuki and that they are after Naruto. Is that true? Sasuke asked. Yes, it is, Sasuke, Kyo replied as he took out a cigarette and lit it up. Then what the hell am I doing? I need to start training now. Sasuke yelled. And that is exactly what we are going to do. We're going on a training trip for 5 years starting next month. Kyo said. Is that so? That sounds good to me. Sasuke said with a smirk. Kirikagure, by the way, I never heard about how you guys took over here, Rai said as he, Ryo, Koum, and Nina were in a bar with Shinji and the others. That is true. I mean, Kirikagure is one of the major ninja villages in the world, so how were you guys able to take over it? Nina asked. Well, it started like this. Haku started to say thank you for your time. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe, and please share this video with your friends and follow me on other social media platforms. Guys, please assist the author by clicking on a link in the description. This is Fox Sage, and I'm signing off.